Prepare to be seized up.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy C's. We back with another episode, another pod. Pod 11. Well, let's rewind on that. Um, you know, I was probably we should title the pod. The title of today's pod is Pain, man. Pain is the title of today's pod. We'll get more into it in a little bit, but insert Stephen A. Smith meme here. Pain is the title of today's pod, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Week 7. Let's talk about week 7 in the NFL. Browns beat the Broncos 17-14. Headline here is by Vic. The Browns didn't have either of their starting tackles, didn't have either of their star running backs, were injured in other places, and they still were able to beat us, for the most part, healthy Broncos team, man. The Broncos are sorry for that. The Broncos started out decent and they just kind of fell apart because they didn't play anyone. I'm sorry to really look at it that way, but Vic Fangio gotta go, man. And it's not all Vic Fangio's fault. A lot of the fault has to go on the way the team was constructed. John Elway doing his thing, whatever. But yeah, man. Broncos are a mess. Got a good defense though, but they're still a mess. Vic Fangio got to go, and yeah, bye Vic. Titans beat the Chiefs 27-3. The big headline here is tying up, man. One, the Titans used the threat of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry didn't have as big of a day as most people would think, but they used the threat of Derrick Henry to really keep the Chiefs on their heels. And I mean, it doesn't really take much to keep the Chiefs on their heels, but it's still, they use the threat. They use the threat of Derrick Henry to keep the Chiefs on their heels. They really just owned the Chiefs throughout most of the game. At the end of the game, Patrick Mahomes kind of took a nasty shot, got sacked, and then got kneed in the head. So the NFL's poster boy got hurt. But yeah, man, it's not looking good for the Chiefs. Easily one of this year's biggest disappointments, man. Packers beat football team 24-10. Defense be gone. Defense be gone, man. Because for all this talent that this Washington football team had, and all the reasons it should be good on defense, and it's not. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. It's just not good. It's just not what it was last year. They have all these studs on the defensive line that aren't doing much. They have a defensive minded head coach in Riverboat Ron, and then they have a pretty good defensive coordinator. So I just don't understand why they still aren't performing to where they need to perform at. I just it's really kind of I mean, I'm not a fan, so I'm not frustrated, but it's just kind of irking, man, that this defense isn't that good. Just kind of mind-boggling. Packers did what they needed to do to win the game. I'm not gonna talk much about the Packers because fuck the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. But it is what it is. If you know me, I don't like them. Nothing new. Bengals beat the Ravens 41-17. Title here is new kid on the block. I think I'm ready to admit I'm wrong. I have been saying ever since the draft that the Bengals should have took Penei Sewell, and I could be right in the long run, but Jamar Chase is balling. Jamar Chase is balling. This dude just has a different type of connect with with Joe Burrow than I thought. It's a crazy tandem. They went up there and destroyed the Ravens, made the Ravens just look bad. Didn't really think this Bengals team was gonna be much, but they're proving out to be kind of a threat. Um, I don't know how far they can get in the playoffs, but Jesus, this offense is some else, man. Giants beat the Panthers 25-3. The the headline here is Daniel Beckham Jr. Man. It was just one bad team being another bad team. Nothing here to see. Sam Darnold still can't get it right in fucking MetLife Stadium. But the big thing or the big takeaway from this game, I guess, was that the Giants won and that uh, Danny Dimes might be a better receiver than he is a quarterback, which is kind of funny. But man, his catch was pretty dope. No lie, no lie, it was pretty dope. Seen a couple cool edits on it, made it look like the Odell catch. So you know, some pretty cool edits of Danny Dimes. I said the Panthers are just not good. That ever since they haven't had Christian McCaffrey, things haven't gone well for them. Which is kind of sad to say, but it's true. Falcons beat the Dolphins 30-28. Falcons beat the Dolphins 30-28. Headline here is time's ticking, man. Like I said at the beginning of the season, it was gonna be hard for Tua going into this year because he has all these weapons on offense and all these things set up for him to succeed, and he might not be ready yet. He didn't get to play half of the season last year and didn't really get to go through the ups and downs of the season. And then this year he's been thrown, like, not thrown to the fire, but he's expected to be this, this quarterback that's ready to roll, and he hasn't really been through a whole NFL season. So he's kind of been thrown in the fire. Time's ticking though, man. Looks like Deshaun Watson may be on the way soon. Don't know if it's gonna happen, but it is looking that way. Patriots beat the Jets 54-13. Headline here is Jets gonna jet. Jets are not a good team. Zach Wilson got hurt. Joe Flacco's on the way. This is just the Patriots being a better team, man. Patriots just being a better team. You know what I mean? 54-13, a 50 burger don't get put up often. Raiders beat the Eagles 33-22. Headline here is just win, baby. The Raiders didn't just win; they kind of dominated this game. It didn't look very close. I know the score indicated that it was an 11-point game, but it felt like a lot bigger than that. The Eagles really couldn't get much going for almost a half, like a whole half of play. So, no, they just didn't look sharp. They didn't look good, and they started coming back towards the end when it really didn't matter. But the Raiders just looked like the better team all day. I was just being honest. Just the Raiders looked like the better team. Rams beat the Lions 28-19. Headline here is out of tricks. The Lions pulled out every single trick in the book that they could to try to beat the Rams, and it didn't work, man. I felt bad for the Lions. The Lions have had a rough season anyway, trying to win, but they really were in control of this game for a little bit with all the risks that they took. But like I said, it's just like they ran out of tricks. You know, at the end of the day, the Rams are a better team, but the Lions were just trying to play for Jared Goff and trying to beat Matthew Stafford. Like, they were just trying to make things happen, man. Bucks beat the Bears 38-3. Headline here is meme that. Everyone made fun of everyone made fun of Brady last year. Everyone made fun of Brady last year for forgetting what down it was and losing the game. But they sure had and went ahead and made sure that wouldn't happen again, beating the Bears 38-3. just dismantling them, man, just wrecking them from beginning to end like there was no tomorrow. Um, yeah, mean that. Cardinals beat the Texans 31-5. Headline here is revenge at its finest. Um, DeAndre Hopkins, J.J. Watt came from the Texans. Molly Watt them boys. Only bad thing here was that you know, old J.J. Watt fashion, man. He got injured. He's injured. He's probably gonna be out for the season, or at least into the postseason, I believe. But yeah, man. J.J. Watt has had a lot of bad luck with injuries. That's part of the reason for his downfall. But yeah, man, it just hasn't looked very well for J.J. Watt in the last years. Colts beat the 49ers 30-18. Headline here is just ugly as fuck. This game was just ugly overall. It was not a good game to watch. It wasn't super entertaining. If you were a Niner fan, you were disgusted and disappointed with how the team performed. If you're a Colts fan, you won the game, but you had several plays that were just like, what the hell is going on here? Carson Wentz straight up throwing the ball to the Niners defender. Um, and some of the Colts offense was just getting defensive pass interferences to get to the goal line and just trying to score that way. So not a pretty game, man, by any stretch of the word. But yeah, like I said, not a pretty game. Saints beat the Seahawks 13-10. Headline here is I didn't watch the game. I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be boring. DK Metcalf had a nice touchdown. Alvin Kamara is a good player. I think those are the big takeaways from the game. But like I said, I didn't watch the game. I knew it wasn't gonna be very good. Just not a good game. Not a good game at all, man. Yeah. So there's a recap from last week. Let's go ahead and look over to this week. I have. All right. Well, Packers played the Cardinals tonight. Packers without their three top receivers. I think the Cardinals win, and I think the Cardinals win in a convincing fashion. Prime time to the NFC powers. There is a rematch. It probably won't look the same because, like I said, the Packers are missing three of their top receivers, so they're gonna be a little short-handed tonight. Expect a little bit of a blowout, not a big blowout, but a little bit of a blowout. Um, Falcons and Panthers. I got the Falcons beating the Panthers. The Panthers is just falling apart ever since Christian McCaffrey's gotten hurt. It hasn't been there to play. Sam Darnold hasn't looked good. DJ Moore's falling off and just can't catch the fucking ball. Just not a good look. It's Matty Ice. I'll take Matty Ice over Sam Darnold any day of the week. It is what it is. Titans and Colts, big divisional games. Colts gotta get win this one to stay relative in the division. Titans up at 5-2, I believe. I'm going to take the Titans in this one. I think the Titans win. I think they win it in somewhat easy fashion. I just don't think the Colts are really in the Titans level just quite yet. Bills play the Jets. I believe. Wait, no. Bills play the Dolphins. I got this wrong, fellas. I got this wrong. The Bills already played the Dolphins this year and just basically shut them out. I don't know if I expect another shutout, but I do expect another shellacking from the Bills. The Bills are a top 3 team in the league this year. So yeah, man, I don't expect them to do much this game. Bills over the Dolphins. Easy dubs. Bengals and the Jets play. Jets are probably gonna have to start Joe Flacco in some sort of capacity. Bengals offense is gonna be too much for the Jets defense. It doesn't really matter. Bengals defense is better than what we expected. The Jets are just not a good team. They're a team that's trending down, and the Bengals are a team that's trending up. I'll take the Bengals over the Jets. Steelers play the Browns this weekend, and even though I expected the Browns to be a better team so far, and I still think they are the better team, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Steelers to win this game just because of injuries for the Browns. I think the Steelers are a little bit more healthier than the Browns. Browns are kind of the odd spot where they should be this good team, but they're not this good team because of injuries. But yeah, Steelers over the Browns in the big divisional game. Eagles play the Lions. I wanted to give the Lions the win here just because I feel like the Lions are so close to finally getting a win. But I couldn't, not this week. I'll take the Eagles over the Lions. Eagles over the Lions. Jalen Hurts is a pretty good quarterback, and the Eagles defense is good enough to hold the Lions off, I think. Rams play the Texans this weekend. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be a nice game to watch. If you're a Rams fan, enjoy the game, have fun. If you're a Texans fan, go ahead and pick up a 12 pack, drink the 12 pack, because it's gonna be a long day. Rams over Texans big. 49ers play the Bears in Chicago. You know what, man? This is how bad and disappointed I am with the Niners. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a fucking tie. I'm gonna say it is a 9-9 tie at the end of the game just because I want to see it happen. I think that if I think it's gonna be a tie or even a loss, I won't be disappointed by the Niners because I'll be expecting it. But you know what, man? I'm gonna go out on a limb, say the Niners and the Bears tie in overtime at 9-9, just because it seems like that's the type of game that we got going on here. Chargers versus the Patriots. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Chargers to win. Wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots won because Bill Belichick schemed up a good defense. But no, I just don't think that the Patriots have the personnel for it. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Chargers over the Patriots. Probably in a closer game. I'll probably got like 27-21, 27-24, somewhere around those lines. Jags play the Seahawks this weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jags over the Seahawks. One, because I don't like the Seahawks, and two, I think the Seahawks are trending in the wrong direction with Geno Smith. But yeah, man, Jags over the Seahawks this weekend should be a good deal. Bucks play the Saints in a pretty good divisional game. Both teams have decent records. I think the Bucks are 5-1, Saints are 4-2. I expect the Bucks to be all over the Saints. I don't think it'll be close. I think it'll be somewhere around the lines of like 35 or 31-17, somewhere around those lines. Bucks will beat the Saints. Football team and the Broncos battle two disappointing teams. Two teams with good defense. It's gonna be a slugfest, a barn burner. It's gonna take a while to figure out who's gonna win. I'm gonna go ahead and take Washington football team to win. I don't know. This is a pick 'em, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and take football team to win this one and see how they do. But yeah. Vikings play the Cowboys Sunday night. It's gonna be an interesting game. The Vikings have a couple losses, but they lost to nothing but pretty good teams so far. So I think they're an interesting team in the NFC. Don't know how much they're really gonna do. But I think this game's gonna be a little bit closer than people think. I'm actually going to, I'm doing a bad thing here, and I just thought about it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Vikings in prime time. Kirk Cousins in prime time to beat the Cowboys, which is kind of a bad idea. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go on the limb and just take the Vikings over the Cowboys and see what happens here. Monday night football. Chiefs and the Giants. This game would be close because the Chiefs don't have any really good defense. Their defense is not that great. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the Chiefs to win this game by maybe 3 to 5 points, somewhere in that range. I got the Chiefs win this game 3 to 5 points. Would I be surprised if the Giants won? A little bit, but it wouldn't be a shocker. Like, I would be a little surprised. It wouldn't be a shocker if the Giants won just because the Chiefs have been looking really terrible this season. But yeah. Season's top 10, man. Let's go ahead and go over it real quick. The only undefeated in the team deserves to be number one. I don't like them, but still, fuck it. They're going to be number one. The Cardinals, looking good on offense. Defense has been looking pretty good. Gonna lose J.J. Watt, so that's gonna hurt him in the long run. Chandler Jones has been in and out of the lineup, so look for their defense to take a step back. But yeah, Cardinals number one. Number two, the Bills. Bills lost to the Titans because Josh Allen went ahead and slipped on a piece of grass. But still a pretty good team. They have the offense to compete with anyone. They have a pretty good defense to try to slow down some of the today's offenses in the league. Bills at number two. Number three, going to put the Bucks. The Bucks defense has really, really digressed. I know I keep talking about it, but the Bucks defense has not looked the same like it did last year. But the offense is just crazy. The offense is even better than it was last year. So Bucks are number three. Number four, I'll put the Rams. The Rams won a game where they should have lost. You know, teams find a way to win. So when you can find a way to win the game you're supposed to lose, you're a pretty good team. Number five, I'll put the Cowboys. Cowboys didn't play last week, but their defense is flying around. Not necessarily very good on defense, but the defense is flying around and moving with a lot of speed, and the offense is loaded with weapons from CeeDee Lamb to Mari Cooper, Dalton Schultz, Michael Gallup's gonna come back. He still got Zeke. Offense is gonna do what it's gonna do, man. Number six, I put the Packers. Packers got a lot of talent on their team. You know, they just got a lot of talent on the team. I don't know if the team's necessarily good, but they got a lot of talent. So number six. I'm going to put the Bengals at 7. I think the Bengals are really trending up in the right direction. They've surprisingly been a good team this year. They really showed out against the Ravens. So I think they deserve to be here, man. But number 7, the Bengals. Number 8, I'll put the Chargers. The Chargers are still a good team, man. More so their offense than anything else. So the offense is going to rely on Justin Herbert. And I trust Justin Herbert. But I made a mistake, y'all. Scratch that last part out. Number 8, I put the Ravens. The Ravens. I knew I said something wrong. They lost to the Bengals, and I get it. They had two losses to two top 10 teams in the league. So, you know, when these teams play each other, that tends to happen. But the Ravens just had a bad day. They're gonna have bad days. It happens. They're gonna bounce back. It's the Ravens. They're gonna make the playoffs, and they're gonna do some damage. Ravens at 8. Number 9, the Chargers for real this time. Chargers didn't play last weekend, I believe. Good offense though. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Jared Cook, Austin Eckler. They'll probably go as far as Justin Herbert takes them, and Justin Herbert's pretty good, so you know I see them doing a lot of damage. Number 10, I'm kind of conflicted here. Number 10, I wanted to put the Titans. I'm actually gonna have a 10A and a 10B. So I really couldn't decide on these two teams. But my 10A would be the Raiders. And my 10B would be the Titans. I think they're both on the same field level. Like, if they played, I think it would be a pretty good game. I think it would be pretty even. Not sure who would, win. I think it would just depend on the day, the scenario, you know, the weather and all those type of things. But, yep, at 10A, I got the Raiders. At 10B, I got the Titans. I think they both just had great weeks this week. I just can't decide between either of them. Both of them great weeks, man. A little bit of a shorter pod today. Kind of just wanted to make sure I got this recorded, got it out before the Thursday night game. Appreciate y'all that have still been checking the pods out. Appreciate y'all if y'all still listening, if y'all still checking in every week. I know I missed a couple weeks here and there, but yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all for listening. If you're not listening, I don't care. I'm just doing this for fun. But like I said, I do appreciate those that come in and listen, and appreciate those who support the show and really mess with my content, man. But anyways, make sure to check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Buzzsprout. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check y'all out on the next one. Peace.